What would you do if your dead husband's parents cornered your teenage daughter in public and called her a monster for not loving the children he had in an affair? Most people would crumble. But me, I turned their entire church against them, using their own son's dirty secrets. If you've ever wished you could flip the script on someone who tried to humiliate your family, hit that like button. Subscribe for more stories where justice isn't just served, it's served with a smile. After my husband died, I thought the worst was over. But the truth, his betrayal lived on. He'd cheated, fathered 2 sons with another woman, and when both of them died, his parents, the perfect Christians, set their sights on my daughters. First, they tried to drag us into court for custody. Then, they started pushing to live with us. And when that failed, they took it to the public. One weekend, during my youngest's birthday trip to the market, she called me sobbing. A pack of older churchwomen had cornered her, shaming her for turning her back on family and refusing to mother her father's affair children. Can you imagine? Teenagers blamed for their father's sins. I ran, shoved through that circle of vultures, and got my girls out. But the humiliation didn't stop there. That night, I learned my ex-in-laws had blasted a sob story all over the church's Facebook page, claiming I was heartless, that my daughters abandoned them, and even spinning the affair children as surrogacy gone wrong. That was my breaking point. The next day, I gathered every receipt. Photos of my ex with his mistress in our home. Texts where his parents admitted they knew. Screenshots of them calling my daughters bastards, and even blaming them for his death. I printed it all high quality, bound into neat little hymnbook-style packets. And before service, I slid them onto the church's song table. When people opened them expecting prayers, they found my husband's true gospel, his affair, his parents' cruelty, their lies. The gossip spread like wildfire. Even the pastor had to step in because the comments were brutal. My daughters got apology letters, and my in-laws, shamed so badly they left the church for good. The same people who once called my girls unchristian now saw the truth, that the real sin wasn't divorce, it was betrayal. And nothing feels sweeter than watching hypocrites get crushed by their own lies. Sometimes, revenge isn't about screaming louder, it's about letting the truth speak for itself. And trust me, it spoke volumes. If this story gave you chills, smash that like button and tell me in the comments, what's the most satisfying revenge you've ever witnessed? And of course, subscribe for more real stories where karma comes knocking.